Patrick Valentine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I play my games. Even talk about wrestling. Even talk about anime. I can't get no satisfaction completing every game to 100%, even if it may seem very tough. Get to the end. I will push hard to reach the end, even if it may seem tough. Complete the game. It doesn't matter what I play, I will achieve victory. Yeah, you will see my gaming prowess. Take me to the end, It doesn't matter what I play, I will push my limits. You will see me reach to the very end. Yes, welcome to my channel. My gaming skills will take me to the end. Like and subscribe! Hello everyone and welcome back to another AEW All Elite Wrestling review. I know it's been a while since my last one and I do apologize. I've kind of been taking a bit of a break from weekly reviews. Like, I don't want to keep doing reviews every single time because I'm just going to get burnt out and all that stuff. So I will do reviews if I need to, which I may review SummerSlam when that comes up in about 2 days' time, but definitely we will see. So this is All Elite Wrestling this week. AEW's card this week looked better and more interesting over the last several weeks, so I'll talk about those. But not that I haven't been watching, and I haven't been watching. Even though I may not review the shows as much, it doesn't mean I'm not watching or I'm not, looking at what's going on. So, this is the 30th of the 7th, 2025 edition of AEW Dynamite. The show kicked off with the Young Bucks defeating the Outrunners. So, this is a little tag team tournament that they're doing to set up who will fight the Hurt Syndicate at their next pay-per-view, which, okay, to be fair, I can't remember what their next pay-per-view is. I think it might be All Out or Double or Nothing. No, wait, Double or Nothing was already before. I think it's Forbidden Door. Correct me in the comments. Correct me in the comments, guys. But yeah, decent little tag match here. Can't say I'm a big fan of these Outrunner guys, and also when it comes to the Young Bucks, I'm not the biggest fan of them either. So, but it was an alright tag team match. And then there was Okada and Swerve also, got involved in that whole situation as well. I get post match. MJF is kicked out of the Hurt Syndicate. So this didn't last long. This little alliance didn't last long. It took MJF, months to get into the Hurt Syndicate, and then Tony Khan just wraps it up really quickly. So last week on Dynamite, MJF was pissed at the Hurt Syndicate for aligning with Edge, or Adam Copeland as they call him, and Bobby Lashley, grabbed him by the throat and told him that we're not your lackeys and all that stuff, and gave him the thumbs down. And then Shelton Benjamin tonight on AEW also gave him the thumbs down and told him that he is now out of the Hurt Syndicate. So that didn't take long. That didn't take long to kick him out of the Hurt Syndicate. I guess they wanted to kick him out without really making him a face. I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah. I mean, all the people that believe that MJF didn't belong in the Hurt Syndicate will be very happy to hear that. And MJF is always the best part of the show. So hey, he was great. Christian Cage, he made an appearance, his first appearance after being portrayed by his family. He talks about, he calls himself an asshole because, you know, that's what he is, an asshole. Because, you know, that's his whole character, I guess. And eventually he gets attacked again by Nick Wayne and his little and his former family. Personally, I don't really know where this story is going, and not that I really care, because I don't really care for Nick Wayne or Christian Cage all that much. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This is definitely something I'm not interested in the slightest. This is something I'm not going to be interested in the slightest. Hangman Page defends the AEW World Championship against Jon Moxley in a rematch. Here's the thing. I will say this, it's very weird to see a world title match in the middle of the show instead of it being the main event. I thought it was bizarre that they had this in the middle of the show instead of it having as the main event. You know, like the world title should be, you know, always treated as the main event, but I mean, I'm not complaining or anything. I'm just saying that it's usually in the main event, you know, the world title matches. But this was a great match. This was Hangman's first title defense since winning the title. It's funny how WWE kind of get rid of the rematches, but AEW still keeps them. But, you know, it's either you get rematches or there's no rematches at all with either company, in my opinion. But yeah, Hangman beats Jon Moxley and retains. I was not worried. I wasn't the kind of guy that was concerned that Moxley was going to regain the title, because I know some people probably would have had a lot of people probably had a heart attack thinking that Moxley was going to win the title back. Like, look, he was never going to win the title back, guys. Chill out. It's alright. He was never going to win back the title. But yeah, Hangman retains, and that should really put an end to the Death Rider storyline for now, especially on Hangman's side of things. That should really put an end to it for him anyway. You know, it's kind of weird that they said no one is allowed to interfere, but yet Marina Shafir interfered. So what was the point of that? Like, what was the point in saying that no one is allowed to interfere, and then Marina Shafir interferes? I'm just like, isn't that breaking the rules? Like, isn't that breaking the rules of the purpose of the stipulation? Like, you're literally having someone come out when they said no one is supposed to interfere. Like, no one from the Death Riders was supposed to interfere. No one from, you know, from Hangman's camp was supposed to interfere. And yet Marina Shafir, who is in Jon Moxley's camp, interfered. So I don't understand that. Like, why say no one is allowed to interfere, but then someone interferes? Gotta love it when wrestling does that sometimes. I mean, I would hate it if WWE did it, so this is just me being fair. Saying that AEW made a stipulation and for some reason they broke it. So Athena and Billy Starks takes on Timeless Tony and Alex Windsor. Windsor, I think that's how you say it. Windsor, like wind and then Windsor. I think that's how you say it. It shouldn't be a hard name to say, but I'm just saying it just to try and be correct. Try to be correct about it. So, anyway, this tag team match was good. This was another good match. Good tag team match up here. And Athena pinned Toni Storm after hitting the Eclipse, or the O-Face, or whatever they call it now. It's whatever they call it now. Whatever they call it now. So she hits her finisher on the Timeless One and is able to pin her 1, 2, 3. So not only she is guaranteed a championship match against Toni Storm, now she's also pinned the AEW Women's Champion. So honestly, nice way to continue building up there. Yeah, I know I don't usually like seeing the champion get pinned, but hey, you know, at least AEW are actually having their world champion actually wrestle, unlike WWE, who don't have their world champions wrestle on a weekly basis. So hey, like, in my opinion, it's still good, because AEW is still doing something that WWE doesn't do a lot of nowadays. Like, they don't have their world champions that, like, wrestle at all on their main shows nowadays. They always gotta cut promos, you know, they've always gotta cut promos, and, you know, or gotta only have them exclusively wrestle on pay-per-views, but unless if you're a women's champion, you're barely not even going to get on a pay-per-view unless it's a WrestleMania or SummerSlam. But yeah. But yeah, definitely need to have more. Definitely need to have these be a bit more consistent on WWE side of things, where the women's champions actually wrestle instead of just constant promos every single week. So MJF confronts Hangman after Hangman has his victory. MJF calls him a coward. Hangman threatens to attack him because the Hurt Syndicate aren't protecting him anymore, and he backs off. So the main event was Mark Briscoe and Ricochet. I like both of these guys. You know, I've grown to like Mark Briscoe mainly because of his tiny pickle comments on MJF. Like I will say their feud's been great. So this feud has definitely made me appreciate Mark Briscoe. And Mark Briscoe would win the match. He would defeat Ricochet. In a hard-fought match. Mark Briscoe would get serious and cut a serious promo on MJF, proceeding to call him out. MJF was backstage still, and then it was all a ruse. It was a pre-taped promo that he did, because as soon as the video ended, MJF came from behind and attacked Briscoe. Hangman would then come out to pretty much make the save on Briscoe, and MJF would then flee and run away like the coward he is. And I loved how the way MJF ran. It was so hilariously funny. the way he ran away was the absolute most hilarious thing ever. It was really good. It was really good and funny. But yeah, I'm hoping we get to see more. I'm hoping Mercedes is back on AEW really soon. Like, I know she was in Poland and she won 2 more titles in Poland, and we all know how the IWC handle those situations. Like, they're gonna act like they actually care about these companies that Mercedes is going to in winning their titles, even though none of us have never ever heard of any of these promotions. And we only now care about them because Mercedes is winning them. And then we're going to act like we always knew about these promotions' existences. And we're going to act like Mercedes is actually going out of her way and burying everyone in other cross promotions. Because we, the wrestling fans, don't see the bigger picture. We just rather bitch and complain like a bunch of 2-year-olds. Even though none of us have never watched any of the promotions that Mercedes is champions of. So, anyway, that's a wrap for this review. Quick, to the point, not gonna sugarcoat it, not gonna go too long. So, nice little quick, fast review here for you all. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you all next time.